Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Bumpers, and today's date is November 20th, 2015. I am performing a historically black college university study for my African American history course. In this video that you are about to watch, it is an interview between me and Mrs. Lori King. She is a former Texas Southern University graduate, and she will be discussing with me her general experiences as a student at Texas Southern and all of her accomplishments throughout life.
Hello everyone, I'm Erica Bumpers and I have here with me Mrs. Lori King, a TSU graduate.
Hi, everybody.
So, what made you choose the HBCU and why Texas Southern of all schools?
I'm from Ohio, but I grew up in Missouri City, Texas. My initial choice was the University of Houston, and I went there for 2 years. I lived on campus. I was president of Women in Communications. Actually, I was one of the first black presidents of this organization, where we had Melanie Lawson come out and speak to us, and she was like a major newscaster at the time for Channel 13. I was the I I started the Black Exchange, which was a bi-monthly newspaper that we had for our black students on campus. And I just realized that I was being looked over for a lot of scholarships and just, just acknowledgement of the things that I was doing on campus. I also was one of the campus housings is called the Towers. So I was president of the Towers Programming Board, where they gave me like $3,000 a semester to bring all the students on campus together, to do things. I would throw little card parties, and I would help students with their financial aid, have their parents come out since I worked at financial aid. But I was getting skipped over, so I had to go home for a family emergency, and I decided to try TSU my third and fourth year. When I went to TSU, it was wonderful. I wasn't being looked over. Teachers were recognizing my my assets. They would tell me different things, how to be stronger. Just, it was really, really good empowerment. So I loved it there at TSU.
Okay, what was your major?
My major was communications. I was always at the MLK building. I received my Bachelor's of Arts in 1999.
1990. Okay. Who were some people that you would say encouraged you through good and bad times at TSU?
My favorite supporter of everything was Dr. Ward. He was the department head at the time for the Martin Luther King School of Communications area. He would tell me about different scholarships. He would call upon me to do different things, to head up different organizations and just help out. He's the one that made me go for my master's. I also received my master's in communications in 2008 at Texas Southern University.
Okay, did you pledge anything?
I did. I pledged the only sorority that matters, and that's Delta Sigma Theta at Delta Gamma at Texas Southern in spring 1999.
Okay, are you still in contact with your line sisters?
I am. We get together every April, which is when we pledged, and we often talk. There's a small group of us that talk all the time, via Facebook or phone, and I know I can call any of my sisters if I need something at any time.
Okay. What was one of your toughest struggles at TSU and what helped you through them? Well, who helped you through them?
My family has always been in education. In fact, my grandfather, Dr. Andrew James, works at Texas Southern, and he has always supported me as far as education is concerned. And one of my problems with TSU was always having to, when I first started back in the 90s, they didn't have very many computerized or computers, so you would have to go to each class and get a professor to sign you off. So that was kind of hard, walking all over campus to get a teacher to sign you off and allow you in their class. Nowadays, you guys have so much more, technology, that it's a little easier. So that was hard because TSU seemed to be a little bit behind the times. But now I realize that they're on top, as far as technology is concerned.
Okay. Would you recommend anyone to TSU?
I always tell everybody, even as I told you, that education is, you can't find that type of education, that type of support from teachers that type of, there's no experience like it. Yes, I would advise somebody to go there for the education, because when you come out of there, you know your stuff and you're on top of things.
Okay, have you had a follow up on the school?
Well, recently Texas Southern has been in the news, so I kind of keep up. I'm alumni, and homecoming, the side events of the school, the fun stuff still happens for alumni. We still go out during homecoming, and of course I stay in touch with my sisters. So a lot of my sisters do different things with the school. So yes,
Do you feel there are many differences between then and now?
many differences. The first one would be technology. The second one is just, students are different now. I understand there's a lot, like, back then I wasn't afraid to be on campus or anything, but I know that times are changing and there's, guns on campus, but that's probably every campus, regardless if it's a HBCU or not. But that's the difference we kind of see what's going on at TSU.
Okay, what advice would you give to HBCU students now to help them along their journey at college?
Don't give up. Push through whatever struggles and stress you have. The old saying that, God wouldn't put more on you than you can bear or handle. It can be very hard. I can see, someone crying about certain situations, but tomorrow's another day. Make sure you use all your resources. When you talk to people, that's one thing you learn at TSU. When you talk to people, give them eye contact, find out their names, get a business card, because you never know when you cross somebody's path when you're going to recross their path. So, you meet somebody and say, you know what, I just met that person. They probably can help me with this. And don't be afraid to ask, or don't be afraid. Just keep going. One thing I did learn in TSU is if you don't ask, they can't tell you no. So go ahead and do what you got to do and see what'll come out of that.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Andrea, you mentioned Dr. Ward is one of your favorites. Are there any others you would like to mention?
Yes. I appreciate you asking me that, because there's no way I could talk to you about my time at Texas Southern without mentioning Professor Sorbino Sandifer Walker, who was over journalism at the time. She's very strong. She helped me come out of my shell. She's just a great advisor. She really helped me, along with Dr. Bun Lee, Dr. Brown, Dr. Ulassi, and Dr. Lomas. Like I said earlier, the professors there are well worth whatever administrative issues you may have. So,
You also mentioned you have your master's, so what are you doing with that now?
well, unfortunately, I had medical issues where I was on dialysis for 10 years. So I was able to get both degrees, and I haven't actually been able to use it right now. I'm a supervisor for United Airlines, which used to be Continental Airlines. I've been there 23 years, so I'm ready to retire from them. This year, I'd like to get certified to teach elementary school between 4th and 8th grade. So once I do that, I'd like to teach for about 2 years, and then maybe even go back to Texas Southern for my doctorate, and eventually become an elementary school principal. I do love the admin side of things, and I love teaching too. I've always tutored. I was a math tutor at the University of Houston, and I did a little tutoring on the side for extra money during my time at Texas Southern. But I'm going to get certified for generalist, and that's to teach any courses at 4th through 8th grade level.
Oh, you said any courses. Yeah, I was
Any course, but I favor math. So
your favorite math. So, are you going to stay in the Houston area, or are you going to go elsewhere?
Oh, well, I just recently married, so I really would like to stay in Texas. So it depends on. I'm most interested in Fort Bend, ISD, or Katy ISD. But if they need me in HISD, I would work there. But I think any school will be an asset to have me, especially after having graduated from Texas Southern, and just the type of person I've become because of the education that I received at Texas Southern.
Okay. Well, once again, thank you, Ms. Lori, for your cooperation, And I wish you nothing but the best for your future encounter.
You too, and you'll have